At the Palm Beach County Convention Center, we are very lucky to have corralled this guy. He's John Sebree, who's the Senior Vice President for Public Policy for Florida Realtors. John, welcome back to South Florida Real Estate Update.
It's good to be here.
Last time we talked about some state issues. Let's talk about some federal issues, and that means taxes.
There has just been a feeling in Congress for several years that they need to do comprehensive tax reform. The best news I can tell you is that comprehensive property tax reform and tax reform in general is probably not going to happen in 2014, probably not even in 2015.
But we've been talking in Congress about debt relief.
Well, there's a bill that realtors have been advocating. It's a #1 priority in Washington, and that is called mortgage cancellation relief. So the poor homeowner who had to do a short sale or foreclosure, the debt that they were forgiven is typically forgiven by the bank. Well, the IRS considers that income. If you were forgiven debt, they want you to pay tax on that.
So if you were forgiven, say, $50,000 of your mortgage debt, and the bank says, well, goodbye, thank you very much, the IRS says that's $50,000 of income.
Yeah, and we want to tax you on that. So the realtors a number of years ago got a bill through Congress that said forgiven debt would not be taxed. Unfortunately, that legislation expired on December 31st of 2013, so we've been fighting to get it extended.
So the people who don't have the money to pay their mortgage are being asked to pay an extra tax bill on their debt forgiveness.
It is the most unfair thing, and it's sort of this is how Washington works, but there are about 55 tax provisions that expired at the end of 2013, and this is one of those. The Senate Finance Committee has already passed legislation to extend this for 2 years and make it retroactive to January 1st. And that's good news because there will be those who've gone through a short sale just in the first few months of 2014, and they're uncertain about what that's going to mean for them when they file taxes for the year.
And if they don't get that relief, they'll just go into foreclosure and just say forget it and
that's true.
Let the house go into ruin.
It's just a horrible situation. So we feel very confident that Congress is going to extend this and that they're going to extend it for 2 years.
How extensive is the realtor influence in Washington? Big office?
It is a big office. There are over 100 staff people. You know, we're the largest professional trade association in the world. And then in Florida, the Florida Realtors similarly are the largest professional trade association in the state. There are over 1 million realtors in the United States. We have 127,000 of those realtors here in Florida. So we're fighting at all levels. But in Washington, we are probably the second largest lobby. So, you know, looking out for homeowners is a full-time job.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you for keeping an eye on the legislators for us.
Definitely.
Okay, John Sebree, who's the Senior Vice President for Public Policy for Florida Realtors. Thanks for being here again on South Florida Real Estate Update.